Speaking of losing players, there was a report that came out actually early this morning that said that the Carolina Panthers will actually entertain trade rumors for Cam Newton. So, Jamal, initial thoughts on that?
I find it laughable because it particularly said, it basically made mention of wanting a significant return back. What kind of return are you going to get back from a quarterback who has an injury history now, especially coming off the type of injury he is coming off from? What are you realistically expecting to get back from that?
And a compensatory third.
Right. And the thing is, like, I've made mention of the fact that if I'm the Panthers brass, I see exactly what's going on with that foot in the offseason before I even think about entertaining anything at that point. Let's see how healthy he is first. Okay, now if you don't believe he's gonna, if you don't believe he's gonna be the same old Cam Newton, and there's gonna be a significant drop off, you got to do your due diligence, man. If you're in the mindset of David Tepper and you're going to do what's best for your long term future of the franchise, you have to entertain that. Yeah. However, I think this article that came out, this report came out, is pretty premature right now, man.
The Panthers have 19 million reasons why to keep Cam Newton. The typical average starting quarterback is going for $30 million a year. Cam Newton, if healthy, is at a bargain deal for $19 million per year.
But that's a big asterisk. If healthy.
That's why you have the offseason. You have at least until March, April to see where he's at.
Right.
Use your draft capital to get a quarterback.
But who?
Possible.
So are you?
Jalen Hurts.
Would you seriously entertain drafting a quarterback in back-to-back drafts?
Yeah, I would.
If Will Grier couldn't beat out Kyle Allen for the second quarterback spot,
absolutely.
When it was basically given to him, I don't have confidence in that.
As far as that goes, absolutely, because you do what, regardless of what position you draft for, if you have something that's a sure shot, you go get the sure shot, man.
Now with all these trade rumors and with the Kyle Allen train kind of slowing down, but it's still there, has Cam Newton did anything to warrant these trade rumors, to warrant this conversation to begin with?
Not being totally forthcoming about his injuries. I'll say that, because it obviously affected his play. If his injuries don't affect his play, if there's no drop off in his play, we're not even talking about this today. So,
I'm to the point where he's so polarized, and even he just discloses injuries, people want him gone.
Well,
they've never wanted him here.
That's also true.
I mean, I just got to be honest, man. Like, if it's time, it's time. I'm at peace with it. It is what it is.
I won't be at peace with it. I'm telling you, if I wake up within the next 6 years and Cam Newton is not the starting quarterback, and it's not because I just like with his body of work. Like you just made a case about Ron Rivera being the winningest coach in Panthers history, so we may have not done the best thing. Cam Newton is the winningest quarterback in Panthers history. He most passing yards, most rushing yards, most touchdowns.
Right.
He even has a better completion percentage than Jake Delhomme, and we know how this fan base feels about Jake Delhomme. So how can we justify these trade rumors with Cam when we literally 10 minutes ago say
I think maybe there's one thing that you could use to justify that. Never underestimate the relationship between a coach and the quarterback.
Yep.
And Cam Newton for his entire career has been tied to Ron Rivera.
Right.
Tom Brady, his whole career has been tied to Bill Belichick, Ben Roethlisberger, Mike Tomlin, Sean Payton, Drew Brees. So if you bring in a new coach, he might want a new quarterback that he can build a rapport with and kind of mold, and then that is. And I kind of think that Tepper knows that. Tepper looks and he sees, well, how did Pittsburgh do it? Well, we drafted Roethlisberger, and then we gave him a new coach, and then essentially, that's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Together. Right.
So it wouldn't surprise me if he thought, okay, you know what, we can start. We're starting anew with a new head coach. maybe we need to give him a new quarterback as well. Not to say there's anything wrong with Cam Newton, but maybe just a new fresh start, fresh coach, fresh.
See, if I'm a coach and I like to play a certain way, so say I'm Lincoln Riley and I want more of a pro style quarterback, not a dual threat. Does Cam Newton really fit my system?
Right.
He has a shoulder injuries.
One thing I'll say, because and my bad for doing this, guys. We just got to keep everything rolling. I think Green Bay has a new head coach right now, and they're 10-3 right now.
Well, they got Aaron Rodgers.
Well, yeah, they didn't get rid of their quarterback. Yeah, so.